Hello everyone. I am here to give you all a small insight about sanitation, the dark secrets behind open defecation, and the importance of change of system at its grassroots levels. Before jumping into facts, let me remind you that we still hold the record of having the world's longest toilet, our railway system. Needless to say, a daily train routine regime is sure to beat any gym routine. Sanitation is no longer a crisis in itself, but is affecting our economic development, public health, environment, and even reported stunted growth in children. More than 2.6 billion of the world's population still has no access to basic sanitation, and more than 50% of Indians defecate in open. Resulting sickness causes suffering and loss of opportunities to earn a living or gain an education. 1.5 million children die every year due to diarrhea. The importance of sanitation goes beyond health. First impressions matter. If someone walks into a home that is filthy, there is a possibility that a person might never come back. Sanitation helps to make people feel safe and comfortable. Sanitation in urban setting has always been an age-old blame game story involving the government and its negligence towards public health. Main reason for the failure of e-toilet was that public didn't know how to operate it. Talking about sheet toilets, some were concerned about the location of the toilets, mostly in public places such as junctions where there was no privacy even when the complex was a tight four-walled one. Due to negligence and lack of maintenance, many a times the coin inserted to operate the toilets were lost. Even if it opened at rare occasions, people, mostly women, always feared of getting stuck inside and were bound to control their burst of bladders. Soon these hotspots turned out to be centers for shady activities, which invited social unacceptance. Rural context has a different story to say. Historically, the tribal areas have been outside the realm of development. Pipelines have not reached the hamlets and water is scarce. Women often had to carry water for their domestic chores and for the use of defecation of others in the family. Even where there were toilets, they had fallen into disuse as many village elders preferred open defecation. Meanwhile, the depleted forest covers makes it difficult for women to defecate in open. There are several cultural issues as well. In some tribal hamlets, if a father-in-law uses a toilet, then the daughter-in-law cannot use it. Recognizing the need of behavioral change in tribal areas, it is essential to utilize the services for continual interpersonal communication. This will help create awareness regarding the ill effects of open defecation. While the government is confident of meeting the deadlines nowadays, the need of the hour is to bring about change in behavior and practices. In India, handling feces carries a stigma. India is unique from other developing countries in the world because of its history of caste. While the influence of caste is slowly declining in India, most people are still very conscious of it, and unfortunately, most people still think that higher caste people are more pure than lower caste. This has a lot to do with latrines in India, as people from higher and middle caste find it inconceivable to empty a latrine by hand themselves, whereas people from lower caste tend to avoid doing such work understandably because it is associated with their past of continuing oppression. Hence, construction of toilets doesn't simply work on its own in India. A holistic approach is needed to effectively address the sanitation challenge, and it will need to encompass many elements including appropriate toilet technology and design, supply models and microfinancing for households, provision of sanitation infrastructure, training for the cleaning and maintenance of public, communal and school toilets, models for school sanitation, promoting sanitation and hygiene awareness, and driving demand and tackling behavioral change to end open defecation. Thank you for watching.